started a transition some years ago to become a product company, and that is definitely still a challenge. And to go from projects to product, because this is a transition that doesn't only involve the product itself, but especially involves how people behave and how people think. So since I arrived to Blythe as product manager for the vaccine, my initial challenge was to set up a product vision and a roadmap. That was not only going to be something for me and for the product team, but for the whole company. And we had to do that together with the people, with the product people, but not just with them, but also with the clients, with the people from the board of directors, the people from development, with customer success, with everyone. So assembling this future vision and eventually the roadmap entailed first to understand what were the needs from the users, from the clients, but also from our teams. What did the company need to start scaling? What are the things that are restricting us for being bigger, to provide better value, whilst at the same time capturing more value for ourselves? So that is definitely the biggest challenge, because this means to set up a map, spotting the future where you want to arrive to, and setting up which one is the roads to arrive to there. But at the same time, you need to prepare the fleet who is going to arrive there. So the people. So that means that you need to first understand what means success for your team, but also what means success for the other teams. So you kind of start aligning. You cannot just say, okay, I want to do this, and then just expect that magically the other teams and all the people is going to start behaving as you wish. Now that means that you need to start transforming people, that you need to make people to unlearn or forget things that were working until now, but are not going to work later, because this is something that happens in companies and in the world itself. What brought you here is probably not going to take you there. So therefore, that means a change of mindset. That means that we need to start, for example, become more agile, that we need to become more product-minded, data-minded, that we start doing development not from a reactive way, but also from a proactive way. And what that means is listening more to the market, listening more to the metrics, listening more to the users, so we can do things differently towards this product mindset that we really want to go for. At the same time, that also means that we need to start acting more often. So what this means is that when you are a project, you have a scope, and then when you finalize it, you're done. But that doesn't happen with products. The products never end. So that means that you cannot run anymore in a sprint, but you need to run a marathon. And again, that's something that people need to do. This travel that I was describing before for the fleet, then, well, it's a really long route, right? That is going to have a lot of adversities, that is going to have a lot of challenges, and most of them you are not even thinking about. So they're just things that just appear in the road. So you need to understand, okay, with this thing that I'm funding, with information, the qualitative information, the quantitative information, what is the decision that I'm gonna make? When I say I'm gonna make, I don't mean me as Camilo, as product manager, but as a team, as company, as Blythe. What are the decisions that we're taking now that are actually going to allow us to bring us to that future or desired state? Again, not just for the product, but for us as a team. I want to summarize all of this with the main challenge that we have right now, we have been tackling since some months ago already, and then we're going to be tackling. We're going to keep tackling is transform our company into a product company and make that our product team behaves in an agile way, with a product mindset and with a data-minded approach towards problems.